are the knights of the appropriately shaped table.
Goblins, gentlemen, and gentlefolk. I am Mike, and I am the host of the Knights of the Appropriately Shaped Table. I am your DM, your dungeon Mike. I realized the last episode that we need to do tie up some loose ends, and by loose ends, I mean level up. So we're going to dive into an individual scene with each character. They're going to introduce themselves, and we're going to figure out what they have learned and what they have gained in their travels so far. So first, we enter on Hammy and Chris are in the castle grounds. They are in that same room that they were doing the obstacle course. But now, instead of it being an obstacle course, they're surrounded by training dummies, and they're sparring a little bit. And you see Chris lock with Hammy, played by Isaac. Hi, Isaac.
Hello.
And they are just taking swings at each other. So you see Chris charge at you with a broadsword, and he goes, "Come on, kid, show me what you got," and give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
We're starting strong.
Oh, 19.
Oh, all right. So you dive out of the way, and then what do you do in response? And what does that mean for you leveling up?
I'm going to take a swing at him, I guess. Right?
Okay. Work.
Yeah, hit him with my Warhammer real quick.
Heck yeah.
There's a 17 hit.
Yes, it does. Give me a little bit of damage.
All right. We got 7 damage.
Okay. Sweet. So you smack him, I assume, across the face. That is your favorite target. Now that you've leveled up as a fighter, is there anything else that you can do this turn?
Yeah, I can hit him again.
Ooh. Give me another attack.
And we're gonna get... Ooh, yeah, that definitely hits. 16 damage.
Yeah. So you essentially knock him off of his feet with your second strike. Obviously, Chris wasn't expecting this. You've been training with him for a little bit, and now he's on his back, and he looks up and he goes, "That was a good one, kid. You've been practicing. I appreciate that."
And I go, hit twice, measure once.
Is that from your pocketbook, or is that just... Heck yeah.
That's from my little book, but I think I read it backwards, so I just embarrassingly put it away.
Very good. So yeah, now you're level 5. You're able to take 2 attack actions during combat, which is pretty cool. The fighter is able to fight better. Did you pick up, what are your magical items that you have? And where have you gotten them?
I currently have 1 boot of swiftness, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it lets me usually run like way faster, jump 3 times farther, but I only have 1 of them, so I guess I can only do half of the cool stuff.
Okay.
And I got that from my family when I left.
Okay.
I originally with it.
Cool.
And then I have my, what's it called? Crap.
The magical crap.
Immovable rod, which just I can press a button and it just stays there and nothing can move it unless you press the button again. And then I have the boots of other footprints or whatever it's called, where I can leave, or I only have 1 of them on my right foot. So I have 2 different magical boots on each foot. And that one lets me leave the tracks of an animal my size. So I can
leave
one giant bird print behind me.
Nice. And you got one of those from the armory / gumball machine, and you got the other one from the bodies that you looted back in Cliche Cavern. Next, we roll over to Avocado. So Avocado is walking in the castle gardens with one of the rams. And because you're a druid, you're able to talk to rams. And the ram's kind of looking up at you and going, "Bah, intruders."
Where? What intruders? I don't see anything.
Bah, they keep stealing the flowers. And it gestures over to a garden that is normally well kept, but you can see that people have been sneaking over the walls and kind of cutting off pieces for their own use.
Ah, I've got just the thing for that. And I cast Spike Growth at the base of the wall.
And what does that do?
Spike Growth allows me to, on the ground in a 20-foot radius, basically a bunch of really hard spikes and thorns come out of the ground. And then so every creature who moves over that area takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet they travel.
Well, that could
And it,
probably be pretty helpful.
and it looks natural, so you don't even notice that it's there until you're in it.
That is going to be unfortunate for me as I play all of the bad guys for the rest of the show. Did you get anything else cool for leveling up? And then what kind of items do you have and where'd you get them?
Yeah, mostly just gained some hit points, so up to 38 HP. Got level 3 spell slots, and then my magical items. I have the Pearl of Power, which allows me to replenish a spell slot at any point during a long rest. And then my other magical item is the Shroud of the Beetle, which once per long rest I can turn into a beetle and do beetle things.
Very cool.
The type of beetle to be determined. We'll see.
We're gonna be very loose with that. So I hope we see John Lennon at some point during this adventure. Cool. Congrats on leveling up. And we have one more individual scene to get to. But actually, all of our adventurers are having tea with the Queen. Obviously, Nick Elbach, played by Amelia. Hi, Amelia.
Hi.
Is sitting as close to the Queen as possible. And she picks up her little bit of tea in a tin cup and goes, "Oh, heavens. This is a little cold. Would anybody mind heating this up for me?"
Let me help you, my queen. And Nick snaps his fingers and casts heat metal
Okay,
and heats her tea.
nice. Now the metal is really hot, and the Queen goes, "Ooh, that's a little much for me." But and she sets her tea down. Yeah, so you guys are all having tea with the Queen. Barnaby is there, Chris is there, and you hear Barnaby begin to explain what Stoke City is going to be. So he looks at you and goes, so Stoke City, it's a coastal town. There's the cliffs on one side and the vast ocean on the other. There's wooden beach houses, colorful shops, and there's normally really fun markets. That's where I got this scarf, and he holds up a nice blue scarf. The town square has a big statue of a legendary surfer. So the city, they love their surfing. They love the sea. Normally they have some big party going on this time of the year, but I'm not a big party guy. But are you guys about ready to head out? Do you need to do anything else in the castle first?
I kind of have to pee.
Oh, okay. You go outside, please.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess Avakadu goes and pees. Does anybody else need anything else?
I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
Right?
Well, when Avakadu gets back, we can go. And everybody just sits there awkwardly, waiting for Avakadu to pee. But once he gets back, we go ahead and we travel over to Stoke City. All right. So you guys, Barnaby's description is spot on. It's a vibrant coastal town. You see like blues and pinks and all of the colors that associated with a beach town. And as you enter on the main road, you see that towering statue. Barnaby's description didn't do it enough credit. This is a legendary surfer. It looks to be an orc holding a golden surfboard, and it gets you all fired up. You see signs and hustle and bustle of the townspeople moving all over the place. And there's a giant sign hanging from the surfboard on the statue in the center that says Stoke City Solstice Festival. So this is a chance for residents to let their hair down and enjoy the summer solstice. And looking at your calendars, you realize that the solstice is about a week away. So you guys are escorted by Barnaby into the town square. And there you see 3 stands that stick out to you. There's other ones that they're selling trinkets here and there, but you guys aren't interested in little pearls and shark teeth necklaces, although that would be pretty sweet. One of the stands says, "Come test your fortune, future, not fortune." One says surf competition entry. And then you see one that says Stoke Cervezas. So which one of those would you like to go to?
I'm open to discussion here, guys. All 3 of these sound really cool. Did you say cervezas? Is that what that says? Like beer?
That is Spanish for beer. Give me a roll for Spanish.
Intelligence?
Just sure.
We'll go wisdom. We'll go wisdom. I
Okay.
think that one.
Okay. Cervezas means surfing. So you think that that's where you buy surfboards?
Oh, we should definitely go there.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 of them. We can each go to one of them, right?
No, we should all go to all of them.
All right. So you guys have decided that you're going to head over to the fortune teller, or no, not the fortune teller. You guys want to go to Stoke Cervezas first.
Yes.
All right. Let's head on over to Stoke Cervezas. You walk up, and you guys see a quirky human surfer chick with tattoos up and down her arms. She's wearing like basically jean cutoffs, but fantasy jeans. And what do you guys want to say to her?
Well, I'm actually just curious as to what makes them fantasy jeans.
They're made out of fantasy denim.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mystical denim. And she looks at you and goes, "Hey guys, can I get you a beer?"
I thought this was a surf shop, but yeah, I'll take a beer.
The surf shop, you could probably head over to the surf hall and find one there, but yeah, let me grab you one. And she pours you a nice beer and hands it to you. It's in a fantasy red Solo cup. And she goes, "Speaking of surfboards, have you guys heard the story of the lost surfboard?"
No, please enlighten us, pretty lady.
So yeah, whoa, listen, have some respect, all right? I'm more than a piece of meat. And she points to the big statue, and she goes, "So that is our grand statue. He used to be the best surfer in the entire town, like 200 years ago. They called him Wave Rider. There was never a wave that he couldn't crush. But when he passed away, his surfboard magically disappeared. Now, there's rumors, and a lot of people have tried to find it, that it might be somewhere in the Clifftop Temple, which, if you guys go ahead and look," and she points up to the top of one of the cliffs, Clifftop Temple. I know that's a stretch there. She goes, "There's supposed to be something in there, but I haven't been able to find it. No one has been able to find it. And honestly, I don't know if it's real or not, but that surfboard's pretty sick, and I bet it would help in the surf competition." Anybody else want a beer?
I would like a beer, but I have another question for you.
Yeah, do you want a lager or do you want an IPA?
An IPA, but
Okay. And she pours you a lager because she's mad at you
okay.
for saying pretty lady.
I apologize for my earlier comment, but I do have a question. If we were looking for, say, a leader of this town, or I don't know, important person of this town, could you point us in the right direction?
Yeah, you're looking for Maris. There's a dude in a purple vest over there, and you see like a human in a purple vest that's about 5'10" with long brown hair that's clearly like sun-stoked. Just leaning against the thing and handing out some pamphlets saying "Vote for Saltwater 2025."
Thank you
She's
very
like, "Yeah,
much.
dude in the purple vest. Good dude."
And Nick takes a drink of his beer and says, and almost chokes because he's not expecting a lager, and says, "Thank you."
Give me a Constitution check.
Oh, nat 20. So
Yeah, you choke a little bit, but nobody notices.
Good.
Okay. What about you, big man? You want a beer?
I'll abstain for now. Thank you.
Okay.
Madame.
Come on, we've all had one. You might as well.
Yeah, I'll take a Surface.
Okay, sounds good. And there's a third tap. It says Surf Vesa, and that's their fancy beer.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right, so now you have the mayor leaning against the statue, and then you still have the other two stands.
Nick sets his drink back on the table rather hard and says, "Well, it sounds like the man we got to see is Maris over there. What do you say?"
I think that's a good idea.
We need to win over this town for the queen. So that is our absolute priority.
But I'm telling you right now, that mayor is gonna make us go find that surfboard. I'm telling you right now.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Me too. I'm just saying, maybe we should go get our fortunes told first, so we know like what to prepare for this journey.
I like that. I like that idea.
Okay, so fortune teller first, and then Maris next, is what you're saying?
And then we'll talk to Maris, the mayor.
Okay. All right, we go to the fortune teller.
Okay. As you approach the stand, you see two half-elf twins standing side by side. One is male, one is female. And they look at you and go, I saw, dude. Fortune told?
Yes, please.
Oh,
What is
dude.
that? What is
Dude,
that
you
accent?
guys out of towners?
Yeah, that accent is beautiful. What is it?
Saw, it's from Stoke, dude.
I love it. This is my favorite town in the world.
Us too, dude. And they do a little like surfer wiggity 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 like from Rocket Power.
Like, we're
All
gonna
right.
start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that to you. I hope you're ready.
Out of towners, we could do all three of you for free once, but if you want anything else, it's gonna be a little extra.
Ooh.
I nudge Avakadu and say, "That's a pretty good deal. Free things are a good deal."
Yeah, it's the
It's
first
just
time
part of the
anybody's ever
tourism
offered to
industry,
do
dude.
me for free.
Trying to boost the socioeconomic status of Stoke City, dude.
Nick hops up and holds his palm out in case it's a palm reading.
Okay. You see both of the twins put their hands around your palm, and then you actually see their eyes begin to glow a radiant blue, and you can almost see the waves of the ocean churn through them, and their voices change from their jovial surf setting into one of ominous fortune-telling, and they say,
In the shadows of setting sun, where waves crash upon the shore, a hero shall rise with courage to explore. Beneath the moon's soft glow, where the sea monsters dwell, they'll wield their blade, and tales of their valor will swell. With waves of depth in a deep ocean cave, a surfboard awaits, a beacon for the brave. With each cresting wave, they'll ride to destiny, guided by fate and the whispers of sea. But beware the treachery lurking close at hand, for betrayal's touch can tarnish even the most loyal band. From within their circle, a serpent's tongue shall strike, and a hero must face darkness to emerge into the light. Through trials untold, they'll carve their path with might, slaying the sea monster and setting the spirit alight.
and then in unison,
With the surfboard as a vessel, they'll sail towards the dawn. A legend reborn. In the waves, they'll forever spawn.
and then you see both of their eyes glaze back over, and they go, oh, whoa, dude. Normally it's just like, you're going to find some money under your bed. I don't know what all that was about.
Nick turns to the other two, Avakadu and Hammy, and says, "I have no idea what we're supposed to do next. Did you guys catch any of that?"
I lost it at like the first verse. I thought they were gonna stop at some point. They just kept going.
Avakadu replies, I told you we're gonna have to find that surfboard. That's all I got from this. So we're gonna have to surf. We gotta find the surfboard.
I did catch something about betrayal, so that's scary.
If you
I don't
guys
know who's
want,
gonna
I can
be
just
betray
send
me.
you the whole thing. I know you guys didn't have time to write all that
It was
down,
great.
but
I wrote
if you
down
wanna-
I wrote the important things. I just thought it was funnier if I didn't know it.
Oh.
I wrote down the best stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, could you drop in the chat?
I
Yeah,
wrote
gotcha.
down treachery, betrayal, darkness, and sea monster.
That's the gist of it. Yeah.
I bet our betrayal is gonna be that jerk Barnaby.
Oh.
Ooh.
Did you say that in character? Nick's like, Barnaby?
Yeah,
That
it's-
old lad.
You and
It's
Barnaby
gonna be
He's my
him.
pal.
Exactly.
So we can cross off Japan.
In the shadow of this. All right, let's really talk about this.
No, let's not talk about this anymore.
No, we gotta get down to business.
I think
here.
you guys still have to get your fortunes read.
No, that was for all three of you. There's
Oh, okay.
Is this
Wow.
them just writing it down on a piece of paper and giving it to us? This is perfect.
let's just pretend that one of you took notes theoretically.
All right.
Nick leans over to the pair that did the reading and says, "Wow, if you could do that with my hand, what about my foot?" And he holds up his foot.
Okay.
And says, "What can you glean off this?"
Yeah, dude. Slide, you want to get this one? And you see the girl grab the foot and go, yeah. Dude, you need a pedicure, dude. That'll be 5 gold coins.
Do we have 5 gold coins? If so, I pay the man.
Okay, let's say that you do. If you have a running total of your gold, please subtract 5 at some point.
Okay, I'll start keeping a running total.
Cool. All right. You guys have any
Okay.
other fortunes you'd like to tell?
I don't feel like paying personally, but thank you guys. I appreciate you.
I saw, dude. Be sure to come back.
Oh,
Hemi-
we will.
Hemi's gonna rip out a page from his little notebook and give it to him and say, "Thank you for your service." And inside, it's gonna be a quote from the hero Chicken Joe from Surf's Up, and it's just gonna say "radical."
Radical, dude.
You never
It's
told
not
me
even
you
a
were
good
fluent in
movie.
Stoke City.
Such a bad movie.
All right. Should we talk to?
Let's go talk to the
I
mayor now.
think we should talk to the mayor, guys. I think the mayor will have the answers.
All right. You guys walk up to the mayor, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, carne asada, dude. You guys look like a couple of Barneys from out of town. You guys interested in staying here and voting for saltwater?"
You said, sorry, sup, bruh. You said staying here and what?
Voting for saltwater, bruh.
Oh, we don't have to be like residents.
Well, if you stay here for long enough.
How
anything's
long
good
is
enough.
long enough to acquire residency?
Bro, it takes like a week. You just gotta live here, dude. Stick around, hit some bombs. Don't be clucked away by the sea monster that's floating around. Don't worry about that.
I don't think Stoke
Sea
City.
monster.
I don't think Stoke City's very uptight about their immigration status.
Stringent about their elections.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is definitely an election you could rig.
Nah,
I feel like
dude.
one guy could write saltwater on 100 pieces of paper and win the popular vote.
So, would this sea monster happen to be beneath the moon's soft glow?
He's been hitting dudes at night, if that's what you're saying, dude.
I see.
Hitting how? Like killing?
I mean, dudes are going surfing and not coming back. I don't know if they're killing. I don't know if they're getting hit because they're junkyard dogs. I don't know, man.
Listen, Mr. Maris, we are from the great kingdom of Quadonia, representing Queen Underwood, and we would like to earn your support for our queen in this upcoming war. What say you? What will it take?
Yeah, dude. I mean, the Bulwarkers already showed up, and they are already in the surf comp. So, our loyalty rides with the nastiest grind. So, if you can grind a little better, I'm all ears.
Guys, this went exactly like I said it was gonna go. I think we have to go find this. I think to win this surf contest, first we have to go sign up. So if it's us versus the Bulwarkers as surfers, I'm not saying anything, but I may have a few tricks up my sleeves. These magical leaf-covered sleeves here. But I think that surfboard could really help us out here.
Oh, I mean, if y'all are looking for a surfboard, I mean, don't be a paddle puss. You can also just head in the woods over there. We got a couple of gurus hiding out back there. They're gonna help you out. So, you want to head back in the woods?
We're looking for the lost surfboard.
Oh, the lost one, dude? Ain't seen it. That's why it's lost.
You don't have any information?
I mean, there's the legend about it being up at the cliff top, but you could also just make your own, dude.
What's the fun in that?
I don't know, could be fun.
Maris, how do we sign up for the competition?
Dude, don't be a Quimby. You just walk up, you sign up, you show up with a surfboard, things are good.
When is the competition?
It's on solstice, dude. That's why it's called Stoke City Summer Solstice Festival.
I whisper. When's the solstice?
I think it's tomorrow. I don't really know. Any ideas here, bud?
It's in a week. We talked
Oh,
about
it's
it in the
in a
intro.
week.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're not the. I don't know if you can
Cut us
tell.
off.
We're not the smartest. We're the most efficient at winning the race. We may not necessarily be the smartest collective. Even though I think my wisdom score is like 18. I should be a lot smarter than this.
Oh,
You
man.
can't expect me to remember anything until you say it at least 3 times. Awesome. Okay. So, well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll see you at the contest where we hope to win your affections and gain your support.
Hell yeah, dude. Be sure to pop up and vote Saltwater. And he hands all 3 of you a button that says vote Saltwater.
Really quick, who's Saltwater? Is that you?
No, I'm handing this out for fun. Yeah, it's me, dude. Mayor Saltwater.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
I
And he gives
only
you,
knew-
a shaka.
Okay. Maris Saltwater. Okay. All right.
Stoke, dude.
Bye.
Later, dude. All right. So you guys are now just in the town square right next to the wave breaker statue. And you still have the surf competition you can sign up for. And then also, as you guys look around, you see there's a large surfing hall. Looks like that could be like where the surfers hang out ahead of the competition, things you can do. As you look up, you can still see the clifftop temple hanging over. The sun is beginning to go down, so it is the evening time. And then you also see at the bottom of the cliff, there's a bunch of ships that are wrecked almost perfectly in a line. Cool. Where do you guys want to go?
To be honest, those shipwrecks are kind of calling my name, Amelia. They're calling to me. But also, I think it might not be a bad idea to sign up for the competition
Well, he said
and
we
then
just
do
show
other
up, right?
things. Or I guess we can go when the competition's going to start.
Yeah.
So
Also
we can do that
important
later.
note, so next to the shipyard, you see just a woodland area that it looks like it has wood. Avocado, you would know this. Like, it looks like it can be very carvable. And just all of you give me a history check real quick.
Bad. 5.
5.
Oh, it's falling onto me. That's a 0.
Okay. They look like woods, and I'm sure people might have used them for something at some point.
They did say if we go into the woods, there's people who can help us craft surfboards.
So I think we're supposed to choose, though. We should either craft surfboards or go look for the lost one.
Well, I think
So what do we prefer?
we'll probably find the lost one along the way. I mean, right? I don't think
No,
we're
we have to
supposed
go to the cliff top.
All right.
So I guess our choices are Grand Hall to go meet people, or we can just go straight to either the cliff tops, the pirate boats,
Bunch of boats.
shipwrecked boats, or the woodlands. Is what I'm hearing.
Well, what was the bartender said there was the place where the surfboard was last seen, right?
Cliff tops.
Didn't you say there was like a location we can go to?
The
cliff
cliff
that was the cliff tops.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What do you think? What do you think, Jake?
I think we should go to the ships first. Why not?
The ships first. All right.
Ships sound fun.
Yeah, ships sound good.
Yeah, they do. They sound fun. Let's go there.
Okay.
Let's kick it
Cool.
off to the ships.
So you guys make your way. This is on the outskirts of town. Like, you slowly, the hustle and bustle of the festival fades in the background, you hear the noise of all the excitement begin to fade away, and it is replaced with the sounds of wave crashing as you walk along the beach and you get to the outskirts of the sunken shipyard. So there's wreckage there's everything from what looks to be a current ship all the way back to very, very old. These look like Roman or Greek or the equivalent of what that would be for Quadonia and the Imagination. And you see 3 different ships going from left to right and in varying order. So the left has a really, really old one, and the right has a really, really new one, and the one in the middle looks about the same. And each of them have, battered outsides that you would have to go up to and figure out how to get inside. If you want to go into the ships.
What did Hammy say? Heroes always go right?
Heroes always go right.
Heroes always go right.
Heroes always do what's right.
All right, so you guys head over to the right, and you see the outside of a newer shipping vessel. It looks like it probably just got caught in a storm, or maybe that sea monster had something to do with it. And as you approach it, you notice that there is a weak spot that theoretically might be a way that you could break into it.
Should I hit with my hammer, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Send it.
Hammer time.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a
Just
swing at it.
Straight attack roll.
Ooh. Yeah, I got a 6 to hit.
All right. You just miss the entire thing. You swing, and what was that, a practice swing?
Yeah, it's a good thing I leveled up, right? Because now I got to take another one. And it's going to be a 8.
You miss again.
We're not in combat. You can just keep
You
swinging.
can just keep swinging. Do you just keep swinging until you break it?
All right, we're going to get a 14.
Yeah, look, we're just going to skip ahead. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day.
What's up with your
Eventually, you find a
dice?
way to break in with your hammer, and immediately give me a perception check as you're in front.
All right. It's going to be a... All right, we're killing it. We got a 3.
You got a 3?
Yep.
All right. You see a bunch of eyes inside of the shipyard look at you and then begin to scatter around the room. It's not well lit, and you can't quite make out what they were.
Hammy's going to step back, just out of the ship.
All right. I'll go in next.
You're just going to walk in?
Yep, we're just going to walk in.
Okay.
I'll come in too. Is it? You said it's dark in there, so we can't see. I have dark vision, so.
Okay. So you can see a little bit. But, yeah, you guys are walking in. All of you, well, I would say give me a stealth roll, but you guys broke down the door to get inside.
We didn't even try the handle.
And the front of the ship is pointing to your left, and the back of the ship is pointing to your right. While you were in your...
Oh, I also have dark vision, by the way.
Very cool. While you were outside the ship, you noticed to the right there were a couple more ships piled up to the left, and then you noticed there were only 2 piled up, or to your right, and then 2 more were piled up to your left. So you can go to the front or back of the ship. Your choice.
Hero always goes right.
Hero always goes right.
Hero always goes right.
All right.
Hasn't filled us yet.
As you guys are making your way to the right, the characters with dark vision are able to make out like a little bit of a hole that you'd be able to get through, and you're slowly walking through and trying to make sure that Hammy doesn't get lost behind you. When Hammy, give me a... actually, I'm just going to do this. They get to just attack you. So,
That's fun.
Of course they do.
A 10 is not going to hit, but Hammy, you feel a sharp pain in your thigh, and then it scatters away, and you can't really tell what just happened. You just feel sharp pain, but you don't take any damage.
I go, we're not alone.
Well,
We probably should have asked about these boats before we came foraging in.
Nope.
No,
We're
We could have asked
just-
anyone in
just
town.
Charge at the spooky shipwrecks.
We should have asked anybody. We could have asked the mayor about the shipwrecks.
I think the mayor was really high. I don't think he would have been able. He would have been too much help.
He was not very helpful, was he?
Saw, dude.
There's a lot of weed in this town.
Okay. I'd like to make a perception check, see if I can see
Yeah.
these creatures. 12 plus. What's my perception? Plus 1, 13.
You see, I want to paint the picture. You guys are on the bottom floor of the ship. It looks to be, as you look around, the sleeping area for all of the sailors while they were going, but it seems that something else has made its home here. You notice bones of creatures, you notice the skeleton of a deer, and then as you're looking at the skeleton of the deer, you notice a singular ghoul munching on the leftover flesh of the carcass. That's the only one you see.
Nikki whispers, "We should have knocked. It was very rude."
I mean, to be fair, it took him 9 hits to get the thing open, and we basically did knock. Can I do a perception check to see if I can see anything that Nikki can't?
Of course.
21.
Okay. You, in a flash of druidic might, are able to make out the entire room. So, on the top bunks of some of these, you see 3 other ghouls that are all staring at you, and then you see one that is directly to the left of Hammy that it looks like it is hiding from him, but still has eyes locked on him. They are not attacking you yet, but they look like they are very grumpy with you for being in their home.
Hammy, I don't mean to concern you, but one of these ghouls is directly to your left. So I would like to use one of my cantrips on you and give you some guidance.
Hit me.
And what does guidance do?
He before my spell ends, which is up to 1 minute, he can add a D4 to one ability check of their choice.
Whoa. Awesome.
Very cool.
So am I aware that the ghoul's directly to my left now? Or no? Should I know, like, do I know they're around here, or does only Avocado know?
I mean, he told you.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to take a swing at it.
Okay.
Hammer
Give me an
time.
attack roll.
It's going to be does a 11 hit?
No, it does not, and everybody roll for initiative.
You would think that since
Hold on, did he add his 1d4?
Oh, yeah. I can
add a D4. Oof. Gosh, I'm rolling bad.
So that's a 14. How's that?
14 will hit.
Oh, yeah, we're in there. All right. Clear. Bank.
And that only lasts a minute, so probably not going to get it again depending on his initiative. But I rolled a 19.
Nick, what did you get?
I got a 7 for initiative.
All right.
And I got a 15.
You can add a D4 to that.
I can. I got to keep doing that. You're right.
It just...
Thanks for reminding me.
Actually, I don't think... Does guidance work for attack rolls? I thought it was just skill checks.
I don't know
Ability
what
check.
guidance
Yep.
is.
Yeah, so it still does not hit, but you still very clearly took a swing at it. All of the ghouls hiss with a very frightening sound, and you guys are about to launch into combat.
We are the knights of the appropriately shaped table.